What's up, guys? August is a big year for Pic the Pagan. It is the 3-year anniversary, and she says, happy anniversary! So this video is a thank you and a little bit of a history of Pic the Pagan and why I created the channel, a little bit of the history of where I came from for those that don't know. So August of 2019, I started uploading my first videos that would become Pic the Pagan. But Pic the Pagan itself actually started a year or two before that as a channel of mixed everything. It was some pagan or polytheist videos here and there, and mixed in with some Tales from the Crypt reviews and horror movie reviews. And the YouTuber known as Eagle of Zeus now was one of the first that subscribed to me on my old channel. So he knows me back in my original channel when it was just a mishmash of everything. And then a couple years after I did Pic the Pagan, I said, hey, I need to focus, that this is what I need my channel to be. So that started the Pic the Pagan channel you know now. So with that said, how did it all begin? So, at least 5 or 6 years ago, I was a member of forums, Facebook groups, and I was a newbie when it came to Hellenic polytheism as we know it and call it in the worship of the gods. I've been a pagan since 2009, and it wasn't until about 6 years ago I dedicated myself to Hellenic polytheism and the gods. And Zelda's letting herself out right now. And so, how it all began for my YouTube channel was that, like I said, about 6 years ago, I'd ask questions and I would see answers and responses, but you look up YouTube videos and there, back about 6 years ago, there was nothing really. I mean, you had a few here and there. I remember one being a friend of mine now, Chris Aldridge. His videos were helpful back then, and I would watch those and learn from those all those years ago. And I thought, well, there are questions with no visual representation, and so I started doing videos about, if you had this question, this is what it looks like, because I'm more of a visual learner. I like people showing me how to do things, and I wanted to share how I learned and wanted to share that with everyone of how I came to know things as well. And that evolved throughout the years. The name Pic the Pagan came from my last name containing the words PIC, or the letters PIC, so my last name got shortened down to Pic. And then the pagan from the outside view of what I do and what I believe by the outside world. And those that don't know, or those that condemn, would say I am a pagan. So I was like, Pic the Pagan. That sounds like a catchy name. Because I was trying to think of what can I call myself that would be something memorable. And the P was already in my last name, and I was like, Pic the Pagan, there you go. And the channel was born in that August 22nd of 2019, when this version was actually created. I uploaded some of my old rituals. And it's funny how much my point of view from then has evolved to where I'm at now. And that's just spiritual life. I think that if you grow in your spiritual truth, you learn more and you evolve from where you were. You should never be where you were 10 years ago. You're not growing if you're not learning and changing some views and actually evolving and learning things. I mean, it's showing that you're learning something. So with that said, it's funny, you go back, even techniques of how I edit videos and stuff have changed. But yeah, that was the history of Pic the Pagan. In 2019, the official thing began. and I just wanted to share what I've learned with people and put videos out there answering questions that people may have and that I never really saw. Nowadays, 6 years later to right now, you can find a lot, and there's been a few more YouTubers that have emerged since I started, definitely 6 years ago, and even in the last 3 years there's been more, and I am very happy to see that, because it's reaching people that I can't even reach or don't even know I exist. So I am happy to see it becoming more of a thing and more people wanting to start channels, and then even branching out to TikToks and stuff that I'm not really a part of, and seeing that more now. So with all that said, it's been an up and down 3 years, you know. Sometimes I have my highs and lows in life, but all in all, it's been amazing. And when I started this channel, like years ago, I just wanted to put my videos out and say, hey, this is how I like to pray. If nothing else, just so I can remember it. I like recording things so I could remember it. I never thought 3 years later that I'd be at almost 2,500 subscribers. And that blew my mind. And I've told that story before, that I remember when I started Pic the Pagan, and it's still every day I get excited, but I remember I told my wife, I was like, hey, I got 115 subscribers. I said, look at that, look at that. And I remember showing my phone, and it was 115. I was like, whoa, there was 100, 115, and I was like, 500. And every time it goes up, it makes me excited, and I'm like, hey, guess what? And I show her, and so it's been fun. I have a lot of fun, and if I didn't, I wouldn't make almost 500 videos. It's been, in 3 years, I've come up with the God's inspiration, I guess, almost 500 topics and videos, and it's been a lot of fun to share with you guys. And ideas are always in my head. I learned something new I want to share with you guys. I read a book I want to share with you guys. I have a very personal prayer, and I want to share with you guys how I deal with issues in life and how I pray for these things in case you ever have an issue like this. I want to show you how I would pray for healing and help in case this ever happens and you're like, I don't know what to do. I hope that video or a video at least gives you an idea and a starting point that can help you. And this whole channel has been about helping you and getting my ideas out to help people, and saying that worshiping the gods and knowing the gods is not as scary and difficult as it seems when you get into this thing. We overthink things, and I'm telling you, it's not that hard. You just pray and don't overcomplicate it. And yeah, just even if you want to go traditional and washing your hands and face, do that. But after the formalities are taken care of, offerings and prayers are communications with the gods. And there's nothing like it. And I want to share that with you and let you guys know that don't stress it. That worship and rituals is not supposed to be stressful. It's supposed to be joyful. And when you reach that place, it changes your life. It does. And I am happy to be here. I'm happy to have the subscribers and I am humbled to say the voice that I have in the community, that there are so many people that come to me and they're like, hey, you've helped me out so much in my spiritual growth, and that you've connected me to the gods in ways that I couldn't have. And that's not true. You could have, but you, maybe it was the spark that you needed to start your own life in connecting with the greater, we'll say. Anyway, guys, this whole video is a thank you to you, because I appreciate you as much as you say you appreciate me, and I really mean that. Like I said, I get excited whenever people comment. I read comments every day, when I see the views, the subscribers go up, it makes me happy. So thank you for 3 years. And like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I may have up days and down days. I may think, I don't know if I should do this anymore, but I think that happens to everyone. I don't want to abandon you guys like that. The content's going to always be here. And one day, the day will eventually come, one way or the other. The channel ends, not because I decided to end it, but if something happens, or you never know as life plays out what happens. I am glad to have helped the people that see these videos. And so this is saying thank you. It's not about me. It's about you guys and us together growing. And before Zelda destroys one of my altars, I'm going to go. Here, check this out. Gotcha. See, I'm telling you, you let her go and she will act innocent. But this girl was trying to get this. Anyway, we will see you later. Look at you. Look at you. Innocent face. Anyway, you guys, I'll see you later, and thank you again. Bye.